Hey everybody, this is Dan Abrahams. I am so excited that I've got an opportunity again this year to work with you at Freiburg, to work with you through my online soccer academy on the mental side of the game. I know that last year your teams made incredible strides forward in terms of the mental side, in terms of performances. And having spoken to Coach Hart, I know he's so excited about what everybody there can achieve, the improvements that you can all make. And I hope you find that the Academy is going to be a key part of in doing that. Again, having spoken to Coach Hart, there's several things that I know he's passionate about seeing you improve on this year. He wants you to be more physical. He wants you to be more confident, especially in the opponent's half. He wants you to have a positive mindset. He wants you to be supporting each other. And I know he's really confident that everybody involved in the team can improve on these aspects. And today, I just want to give you 5 hints, 5 tips that might contribute to the areas that Coach Hart wants you to improve upon, that might contribute to you scoring some goals this season, winning games potentially. But I think most importantly, will continue to contribute to you having fun, enjoying playing soccer. So without further ado, tip number 1, and these tips will align with the tools and the techniques in the academy. I'm a little bit of a broken record when it comes to these things because I'm blessed to work with some of the best players in the world on both the women's and the men's side of soccer, whether it's here in England, the United Kingdom, whether it's across Europe, although I do a lot of work in America as well. And I know that these tools, these techniques work. Tools and techniques like a game face, having a match script, squashing ants, using controllers, building bars, and so on and so forth. So I will be reinforcing those. But tip number 1 is this: make sure to build confidence. Rule number 1 is to focus on yourself. Okay, that doesn't mean that you completely ignore who you're playing against. I'm not saying that. I don't think that's possible. But always strive to come back to you and our team, us, and focus on our strengths, our best moments, what we can do, how we want to play, even at the very highest level. Even at the very highest level. And when I say the very highest level, right now, in Australia and New Zealand, we've got the Women's World Cup going on. I was gutted to see that the US team went out in the final 16, the round of 16, because, you know, they've been amazing for so many years. And when I talk about the highest level, I have a few clients who are playing, have played and are playing in the Women's World Cup down in Australia and New Zealand. And this is a message I'm sending to them, and a message, you know, a conversation I'm having with them is, you've got to focus on you. This is the biggest stage on planet soccer. Focus on you, focus on your strengths, focus on how you want to play. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can contribute. And don't get too embroiled with the opposition. Don't focus on too much on their strengths and what they're great at, because that's one of the quickest ways to create ants in your head, ants being automatic negative thoughts. Again, that's a technique in the academy. It's a great way to turn up the volume of ants and turn down the volume of confidence. So the first thing I'd say is focus on you, focus on us. Focus on you, focus on us. The second bit of advice I'd give you is stop worrying about making mistakes. And I know Coach Hart very well. I know Coach will not want you to worry at all about making mistakes. Of course, we don't want to make big mistakes. I mean, that's natural. But fear of mistakes, anxiety around poor play, worry around doubts of our ability. Those are the things that reduce our confidence, that limit our ability to play on the front foot with freedom, that cause us to play not to lose, to play tight and tense. The most common form of anxiety is social anxiety. And that social anxiety is worrying about what other people think of us. We're all guilty of that. We're all guilty of that. But when we worry about the mistakes that we're going to make, we're worried about what other people think of us as we make mistakes. Stop. There's nothing wrong with you getting clear in your mind. I might make mistakes. I might give the ball away. I might miss an easy chance to score. I might find myself out of position in the opposition score. There's all kinds of things that can happen on the soccer pitch. Nobody means to make mistakes. And one of the ways to minimize mistakes is to accept that they might happen. They won't definitely happen, but they might happen. And it's okay for you and your teammates to make mistakes. But boy, we are going to support each other and you are going to support yourself. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to have a period of poor play, but aim to respond on that front foot with confidence, supporting each other. Make it okay to make mistakes. Tip number 3, and I'm going to really come into the academy here, have a game face. Have a game face, have a game face, have a game face. I promise you, it is the number 1 technique in the academy. It's a technique I am using in my consultancy all the time. In the Women's World Cup right now, I have a player I'm working with. Her game face is upbeat and positive, upbeat and positive, upbeat and positive. Every day I'm messaging her, be upbeat and positive for every action, every motion, every movement, every second, upbeat and positive, no matter what. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What do others see when you're upbeat and positive? Aim to be relentless in your game face. Aim to execute every action, every second in your game face. Aim to be in that game face no matter what, no matter the score, no matter the state of the game, no matter how you've played in the first 15 minutes or the first half. Aim to help each other stay in that game face. And most importantly, embody that game face. And this is where another technique in the academy comes in. That's the body controller. Use your body as a weapon. Not enough soccer players use their body or see their body as an opportunity to manage how they feel. One of the quickest ways to change how you feel. I feel anxious, I feel doubting, I feel flat, I feel lethargic, I feel down, I feel worried. All those feelings that are unhelpful, that are ants, automatic negative thoughts. The quickest way to change those feelings is to use your body. It's how you hold yourself. It's how you hold yourself. It's the style in which you run. It's the style in which you execute actions. Play on the front foot. Be in that game face. Embody it. So for that player who's playing in Australia at the moment in the Women's World Cup, she has a game face of upbeat and positive. We talk about using her body controller to be, to do, to act. To be, to do, to act, to be, to do, to act, positive, upbeat and positive, upbeat and positive. I say to her all the time, there's a camera on you. And there literally is a camera on her, but there's a camera on you. And you're going to show that camera upbeat and positive, upbeat and positive, upbeat and positive, no matter what, to the very final whistle, no matter the score. I want you to be that in your half, in the opponent's half. I want you to be that for the easiest team you're playing against, the toughest team you're playing against. And I want you to support each other, to be in your game face, support each other, to use those body controllers. Number 4, squash your ants and help each other to squash ants. Remember, A-N-T, automatic negative thoughts. And I often bolt on emotions and feelings onto those thoughts. Ants are automatic negative thoughts, emotions, feelings. The word automatic is important. Our thoughts happen to us. Example, I see the opposition warm up. They look fast, they look quick, they look strong. I suddenly have an ant. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to play well against these players today. This team looks so quick, so strong. I don't fancy our chances. There's an ant. Ants, automatic thoughts happen to us. We experience them. We don't do ants on purpose. Your teammates don't do ants on purpose. And that's why it's so important to commit to the process of being in game face, using body controller, help each other squash at ants. Can you be the best team out there, the best team in the world? The best team in the world at being in game face, using a body controller, squashing each other's ants, worrying not about making mistakes, focusing on us, focusing on our strengths. Can we be the best in the world at that? And a final point here, tip number 5, is I talk about there being a body controller in the academy. There's also a self-talk controller, You'll recognize that term, self-talk, to talk to yourself, Now, that doesn't have to be out loud, to talk to yourself inwardly. And there's so many ways you can use your self-talk controller. You can remind yourself of the plays in your match script. Another technique in the academy, you can remind yourself to be in your game face. You can instruct yourself. You can talk to yourself positively. You can talk to yourself in a motivational way. You can energize yourself. You can relax yourself. Hey, relax, calm. You can focus your mindset, focus your attention by talking to yourself. So there's so many ways to talk to yourself. But in the academy, I just talk to yourself about your game face, talk to yourself about your match script. Use your self-talk to keep yourself staying in charge, staying in control, dominating your mindset, owning your mindset, because that is tough to do. That is tough to do. So, in summary, 5 things. Focus on you, focus on us, focus on our strengths, focus on how we want to play, focus on how you want to play. Stop worrying about mistakes. Social anxiety is the biggest killer in this game. Commit as a team to worry less or not at all about errors. Accept that they might happen, but you're going to respond, tip number 3, in game face. You're going to embody, you're going to be and do and act your game face. Help each other to squash ants. Automatic negative thoughts. You will have ants. They are automatic. That's what human beings have. We all have ants. Turn down the volume of ants by using game face, by using your body controller, by accepting mistakes happen, by focusing us on us. And then tip number 5, by using that self-talk. Talk to yourself like a champion. Talk to yourself positively, motivationally, energized. Use those 5 tips. Watch the videos in the academy. If you're a returning player, you may have seen them last year. They're bite-sized, and always with the academy, some players say, "Oh, Dan, I don't think I can be bothered. I'm so busy." They're bite-sized. They're 2 to 3 minutes, and I promise you, it makes the world of difference if every week you just commit to watching a few. Become a student of mindset. They can help you in your soccer. They can also help you at school. So they have an effect on your whole life as well. I wish you the very best of luck for your soccer season ahead. I suppose there's a 6th tip here, and that's have loads of fun in your game face. Have loads of fun squashing ants. Have loads of fun using controllers. Have loads of fun using a script. Just enjoy it. Have enormous fun out there. Enjoy every second of playing the game, and your rewards will come. Good luck.